Maybe you's a window shopper, mad at me. I think I know why. 50. Roll a clip.
Let's say the person's across the street, they look at you, they don't like you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't give a fuck about how those people feel about me across the street because they don't care about me. Is it okay for me not to care about people that don't care about me? Some people feel the need to go across the street to say why I'm a good person. It would be entertaining for them to see me in crisis. Why would you care about a person who would like you to see you under the worst circumstances you could be under? Let's say the person's across.
No lies detected there. Next clip.
Say you make $80,000 per year. Historically, the value home prices in America have been around 3 to 5 times what the average income earnings are per year. Okay, so for example, if you make $80,000 per year, the average price of a home is 3 to 5 times. So if it's 5 times 80 is what? $400,000. So an $80,000 a year person, you're buying a house, it's $400,000. When market crashed in 2008, it was at an all-time high of 7 times. So whatever you were making, home value prices were 7 times your annual income. You know what it is today? 8 times. This is an all-time high. Go back and look at any of the data. Nothing comes close to even 8. We've only hit 7 in 2008. What happened afterwards? Market collapse all the way down to 5 times. 5 is the number we do well with, and it's going to go back to 5. History tells that. 8 times is not sustainable. Say you make 8.
I'm so damn confused. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have so many smart people saying it's going to crash. It's not going to crash. It's going to crash. It's not going to crash. I hope y'all as annoyed as I am. To me, it makes sense. Like, it went up so much. And I don't care how many businesses buy these houses. If they're buying these houses at overvalued prices and they're not able to charge. If you buy a house that was worth 200 grand and you bought it for $400,000, you got to charge twice the amount for the rent. But the problem with that is people haven't made twice the amount of money, so they can't afford these rents. So what do? They stay where they're at the same rents. Or, you know, the thing that's so interesting about them saying like, oh, like these businesses are buying all these houses. The United States has so much land that hasn't been built on. Like, it's a ton. I could look it up, but I'm in the middle of this. But I know it's a ton of land that hasn't been looked up. So say all these businesses bought all of these houses. Do you think people wouldn't just buy land somewhere else and buy and put a house there? Like, after the kids go to school, I'd buy a house in Ohio if I had to, if there was land there, instead of renting for the rest of my life. People don't want to do that. And no business is going to make them, especially after people decide to retire and then they raise the kids in different places. Just my opinion.
So you ever heard of the game Fuck, Marry, Kill?
I thought I heard years ago.
Yeah.
You know.
So they got a bunch of different variants.
And what is it?
Are you ready? So who would you go into business with? Who would you bankrupt? And who would you take a bubble bath with?
Out of the Shark Tank cast.
Okay, cool. I like that. So who would I go into business with? I go into business with Barbara. Most brilliant marketer, trusts her instincts, really fun to be around. She's the epitome of an entrepreneur who's like, I don't need all the data. I'm going to find a way to make this marketable. Who would I bankrupt?
Yep.
Lori.
He didn't even think about it.
Not even a question, because Lori is my biggest competitor. We're in the same space of consumer packaged goods. And if you look at the 20 of the best selling products in Shark Tank history, Lori has 12 of them.
Wow.
So she is,
I didn't know that.
She is a beast. She knows what she's doing.
Yep.
And I want to kill my competition.
Yes.
I'm going to take a bubble bath with Lori, too. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
I'd just be over there, my rubber ducky.
You know the vibes. Yeah, she no disrespect, but yeah, she's the best.
I always tell people, just have common sense when it comes to the market. About 70 to 80% of the market trades are ran by algorithms and bots. If we're at a point where gas is at all-time high, electric cars are great, and Tesla can't keep up production, and Tesla is 60% off, well, I think that's pretty obvious what you should do.
Yep. Super down.
If Amazon is split or Amazon is down, we're not going to just wake up tomorrow and say, we don't want boxes sent to our house. We're going to all just pack in the car and go to the mall. And if you think Amazon and all the companies they own, from Ring doorbell to Whole Foods, is just going to be out of business tomorrow, well, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
So if that's 50% off, well, you know, if you put your money in it today and it just goes back, traditionally the market has come back in 16 to 18 months when it takes a strong dip like this. If you just put your money in it today, you will double your money at least if it just goes back to where it was. Yeah. And if you put the money in today and you don't take it out until a year and a day, that's capital gains. I always tell people.
I mean, I don't have anything to say there. Next clip.
3 wealth-building resources that'll leave you wondering if college is actually just an expensive scam forced down our throats by the government. First off, this full free MIT finance course on YouTube. This is literally a full...
I looked it up. It's real. They have a full MIT finance course on, and he'll
full high-level college course, and the only tuition is your time. Throw it in 2 times speed, you'll come out a fucking finance wizard. Sweaty startup business I love. This is a full side hustle guide with everything you possibly need to know. There's literally a million of them. Send this to your homies and shit, I don't know. Start a full pressure washing company this summer and scale it to the moon. And 3, it's literally me, bro. I made a ton of videos and I'm live every single day. Hit the...
Oh, gotcha.
I'm getting mentored by people unofficially. You know what that means? So a lot of people, they got the excuse they don't have the money to pay for mentorship, right? Let's just say if I want you to be my mentor and I look up to what you do, I look up to where you at, how you moving, I see you successful. I don't actually got to pay for your mentorship, especially if you got social media. So you're going to go on every day and show me what I need to be doing. All right, I see he advertising every day. Check mark that, advertise every single day. All right, cool. When I go to his website, it's a direct link to everybody to sign up for. All right, I got to have it on my website, bet. All right, cool. So he got the jewelry and stuff like that. That's perception. So he got people perceive that he's making a lot of money. So cool, check, let me get the jewelry. So I can literally follow what you're doing without even paying you. I can see what you're doing. Every day you over here giving out value. Okay, cool, giving out free game. When you give out free game, that makes people want to buy your products because they wonder what you're selling if you're giving that away for free. So I'm learning by watching you. We make everything hard, but it's right there in front of our eyes. We just blind to the game. Like if you want to run stuff like a big business, just go to a big business's website. Like sure. It's like we make it hard. Like, oh, I went on Dave Shands and I told him how to get $1 million loan, right? And I was just like, before I learned how to get $1 million loan, I had to go apply for it. That's the only way you know how to get it. They're gonna tell you all the underwriting guidelines after you apply for it. I'm gonna apply for $1 million loan. I go to my bank. I want to get $1 million in funding for my business. Here's what I got. This is my credit score. This is my LLC. This is my paperwork, my taxes, my statements. And they're going to say, all right, cool. The reason why you ain't get it was this. Boom. I know what to come back with. I come back with it. They give me the $1 million loan. I'm like, oh, bet. So that's how simple stuff is. But we don't want to do it because I'm getting mentored by.
It's so simple. It's crazy because I never even thought about that. Like, that's really smart. Like, you know, just apply for the loan. You get denied. And then come back with what you need. Like, oh, my business need to be making $100,000 a year for me to qualify for this. All right, boom, I'm gonna come back when I got that. And all of these things, and you get your $1 million loan, you expand, you keep growing, and life gets really good.
My profession is I can sell you a wedding dress from my boutique. Then I can host your wedding at our mountainside venue. Then we can extend your stay at our equestrian Airbnb. And then I can sell you a house. And then you can decorate your house with some of my paintings from my gallery. And then when you're sick of your spouse, you can visit my husband and get a divorce. And then we can do it all over again.
Terrible.
My profession is...
It's really smart, but it's really terrible.
When we hear the word recession, we think of all those words you just thought about. People losing their jobs, people losing their houses, horrible time to invest, stock market crashing. People don't realize what's coming on up right here. People don't realize that this is going to be one of the best times that you are going to be able to make millions of dollars. Here's a fun fact right here. Most millionaires are made the year after a recession, 2009, 2010, because everything is the cheapest. You hear, again, the average person is going to be getting scared. Save your money. Don't spend. Don't invest. Take your money out of stocks. Don't, again, get involved in something. This is the best time. So let's learn about this. I'm a big numbers guy. I like to go off the stats. So we do research over the past 100 years. The average bull market, which means we believe that the stock market is going to be able to continue to move itself on up, is going to last 9.1 years. Is going to have an average return of 476%.
And for those listening, bull run is up, bear is down.
Exactly. The average bear, or let's say the average recession, is going to last 14 months and have an average drop of 41%. Now that's over, again, the past 120 years. Let's again repeat those numbers one more time, okay? 9 years of climbing with a 476% return compared to a bear market, which is going to be 14 months of dropping with a 41% decline. We get it once a decade, and you're going to miss out on this opportunity. If you talk to anyone, let's say who is over the age of 25, over the age of 30 back in 2008, I bet you every single one of them regret not getting into the stock market when it was at its lowest point. If you have money saved up, right now I'm saving a lot of my money. I'm saving a lot of my cash, not because I want to keep it in my savings account, because I know a lot of people would say, oh, you don't ever want to keep money in your savings account. I understand that, but because I want to be able to have that cash liquid for investing. Right now, the S&P 500 is down 15%. The NASDAQ, which is the tech stocks, that's currently down around 20% in a bear market at this moment. If we can see the S&P 500 drop anywhere near that 40%, I'm not even waiting for 40%. I'm going to wait for around 25%.
You're just going to launch.
And I'm launching everything because I know that statistically speaking, I'm going to have the next 9 years of growth. When we hear the word recession.
Yeah. And that's the most interesting part about the time we're in right now, because a lot of people, y'all are saying, well, let's wait. It's down 30%. Maybe it'll get to 40. And that's me too, a little bit, slightly. I'm continuing to buy. I'm dollar cost averaging it. But I'm also being a little wary as well, because I think it's going to continue to fall. But the thing about it is when you look at it in the long term, whether I bought that stock for $30 or $20, is it a huge difference if it goes up to 120? Like, you're going to make a ton of money regardless. Like, might as well get in it. All right, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Hit the like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm out.